Welcome to BareTalk. I'm Shalyn Ferdinand. Our topic today is Black History Month. Today I pose the question, do we need it? What do you guys think?
500%.
500?
And there's no such thing, but yeah, 100%. And the reason why it's, Black people have gone through so much. And I think taking that away from them, it's like, I get that if there's any talk about not needing it, I get that it's probably, the thoughts are in the right place. Like, you know, we want everybody to feel equal. But at the same time, unfortunately, we are not there yet, unfortunately. So taking that away from Black people and not giving them that kind of really bow down, like this is your time to shine, 100%, I feel like it's belittling the situation.
What are people saying? Are people saying that there shouldn't be a Black History Month?
Well, the thing was, it started off as Negro History Week in 1926. It developed into the month in the 70s. Canada didn't take it on until 95, and then officially in 2008. And now, as of this week, Justin Trudeau announced they're recognized as the decade of people of African descent in accordance with the United Nations. And that started in 2015. So we've gone from a day, a week, a month, and now we're in a decade of honoring and celebrating Black history. And I don't think any history, no matter the ethnicity, place of origin, orientation, whatever, can be confined to a day, a week, a month, or a decade. I think it should just be an ongoing basis, but I don't think we can take it away, as you said.
Yeah. I think if people are saying it shouldn't be there, it's not needed, I mean, I guess they don't think they need it for them, but that doesn't mean other people don't need it. Yeah. And I don't even think it's about need. It's if people want it, that should be there. If it's helping people, if it's about educating people, that's not a need. It's a want. It's something that should just be happening all the time. So I enjoy themes. I enjoy learning different things, and if things are presented to us because it's a certain time frame, I think that's very valid. I think that's great. Yeah, we need to do things that are ongoing for everybody, but if we're gonna pick a theme and say, hey, for this month we're gonna do more in schools for this, we're gonna do more at our workplace for this, we're gonna do more posters for this on transit, whatever it is, I think that's great. We're learning, we're becoming more aware of things. And hopefully awareness can turn to respect. Is what my hope would be for something like that. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to remember being back in school and thinking about my history class and the things I learned out in my history class. And I remember learning about, especially during Black History Month, about different historical figures. We went to the Black Cultural Center that was in Nova Scotia and learned a lot about it. But I really just remember it being February. So I'm thinking, like, if Black culture, Black history was put into our history in general, I mean, we learn about World War I, World War II, blah, 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 blah. Then I wonder, are people saying if it's in our history that everyone's learning in high school or university or whatever, are they saying then we don't need it anymore?
Some people are saying that, that it shouldn't be a month, rather it could just be integrated into the regular annual curriculum.
But like Caucasians, white people did not suffer. So, you know, Black people suffered. So this is why I feel like I don't know about a decade. That's just something that I need to, right? I don't think anything deserves a decade. But Black History Month, it's like, you're taking away, again, it's a sign of respect for what Black people have gone through. I mean, you can't have like a White People History Month. That would just be wrong, right?
Well, every group has been oppressed at some point in time. Like almost every group has been in slavery at some point. This just happens to be the most recent, and the effects are still very prominent in today's society, unfortunately.
But I mean, one of the things I just learned from you is I didn't know 1995 was the first year that Canada acknowledged it. And I remember being in university in 1995, and that's where I first heard about it. It was in the lobby of Simon Fraser University, and they had all of these booths and displays set up for Black History Month, and I'm like, whoa, this is really neat. And I think I would have done that for almost anything, saying, whoa, this is cool. We're putting awareness to something that most of us don't really know all that much about. And when it comes to the curriculum, we can't rely on the curriculum in schools for this, because that's just kids, but it's adults that need to learn. It's people in the workplace that need to learn. And kids are learning a lot in school. It's the adults that I think I'm a little more concerned about, the feelings that they may have.
I have something this just came to me. I just learned, actually recently, this is probably old news, but so I learned that Tiger Woods is not allowed in certain clubs in Alabama because he's Black. And I only learned this about a week ago. So for fuck's sakes, of course, we need Black History Month. Like,
He's
this is still
multiracial,
happening.
too. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So with that still happening? Yes, of course.
So what some anthropologists and biologists would say is that race itself is a social construct. Like there's less differences between us, and so sometimes if there's a focus on one group of people or place of origin, it's segregating people as a whole, and it's pointing out our differences. And I think hopefully in a couple hundred years, when everyone's beige, people will look back and say, we're all actually the same.
Yeah.
It is so true, and we are all the same, really, and we. There shouldn't be so many differences between us, but there has been. So we can't say we couldn't have a straight pride parade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to have a gay pride parade, and you can't have.
I agree.
Sorry, you can't have International Man's Day.
Yeah.
You can't. You have to have International Women's Day. You can't have White History Month. You got to have Black History Month.
I
got
girl.
as much as we
Yes.
want to be equal, we are not equal yet, and we have to celebrate those things.
Yeah.
I'm a praiser right now, but I'm wearing a skirt, though.
Do you
I'm
know
gonna
why
get down.
I had to laugh a bit when you said we can't have the straight pride parade? So my roommate yesterday, of all time, so time sensitive to this talk, he says, why do we have a gay parade? I don't have a straight pride parade. And I said to him, every day you walk down the street holding hands with your girlfriend, that's your straight pride parade.
Yeah.
The fact that you might have a picture of you and your girlfriend on your desk at work,
Where's the wine, honey?
that's your straight pride parade. You have it every day. And he's a very respectful and open-minded guy, but still he's like, well, still, I think if you have a day, and it's like, well, personally, I haven't gone to Pride in 15 years, but so I don't know if I have a day.
That sort of thinking is just not
But so exactly what you're
logical.
saying is there's certain things that we do need for education, because the only way that people are going to become beige, I love how you said that, and as the driver...
What an unattractive color, too.
My truck's beige. I drive a beige truck and I love it. And I love now especially, but then again, you don't like my jeans. So anyway, but at the same time though, if we are all beige, well, okay, so we're all kind of a blend. What's beige other than ugly? It's the blending of all colors together. But the only reason we're gonna do that, okay, is to have, here's what we have to learn about all of these things over time. And we'd love that we don't need a day like this. We don't need a month, we don't need a decade. But
Logical
guess what?
people know that.
But we do need that right
Yes.
now. And I love learning about anything that I get to be presented with to learn.
Preach, brother. This has been BareTalk. I'm Shalyn Ferdinand. Thank you for joining us. If you want to comment or learn more, just click below, right around here. That'd be great. Thanks.